What's good, everybody? GlitcherBro23 here. Yo, I know it's been a couple days, but man, y'all know how moving is, man. Y'all know how moving is. It's a difficult process. It really is. It's a long process, too. And on top of that, not only am I moving into a new house. Am I recording? I'll make sure. Okay. Not only am I moving into a new house, I'm also basically redoing the whole house. If y'all guys don't really care, then y'all don't have to listen. But we're moving into my grandparents' old home, so we had to move out the furniture. We have to repaint it. We have to do all kinds of stuff. So not only do we have to do that, but we have to move all of our stuff into that house. You know, packing and stuff like that. So it's a difficult process, but I mean, that's why I haven't uploaded in a couple days. But we're back on the grind. We got R.A. the Rugged Man today. Who Do We Trust? Featuring Immortal technique. So not only is this another track from this All My Heroes Are Dead album, but we also got first time hearing Immortal technique. I don't know much about him, but I just know, man, R.A. really killed that last track. He really did. So if y'all guys want more, what y'all guys have, let me know in the last video. If y'all guys want more R.A. the Rugged Man, let me know in the comment section right now. Other than that, I'm gonna shut up and we're just gonna jump into it.
I'm the last one they should ever let speak. I should say politics, forget pros and the
Rugged man. Immortal technique.
Our way of life is under attack. The survival of our friends is in danger.
There's a new housing plan for the ghetto eventually. Projects for a new American century. False flag terrorism controlling you mentally. The gospel in the hands of people with no empathy.
The gospel is in the hands of the people with no empathy. I think that's what he said. Gospel. What did he say?
Mentally, the gospel in the hands of people with no empathy.
What is that? Is that like what is it? Gospel? The teaching or revelation of Christ. Oh, it's like a story or something. Alright. Oh, so when you put this religious story into somebody's hands, it's not going to be taught right. Into somebody's hands with no empathy, it's not going to be taught right. And it's not going to matter, like, okay.
You mentally, the gospel in the hands of people with no empathy. A mixture of dangerous social chemistry between law enforcement and a military entity. Cameras on the corner of every corner you facing, testing out a future Gestapo on immigration. Power, consolidation, information restricted, just like the iron law of oligarchy predicted. Incarcerating the poor among the drug addicted, but not the families of the ruling class that's afflicted, cause it's a fucking caste system.
Oh, he's talking about the caste system. If y'all guys don't know what that is, that's basically a system where classes were divided and higher classes were higher up the system, lower classes were usually like immigrants or like broke, like whites, you know, people with no money. But if you're higher up the caste system, basically like you were given the green card. You were wealthy, you know. So okay, so he's getting very. I like when the rappers be doing these history lessons. You know, I really do be liking this. Not only is he talking about religion right now, but he's talking about immigration issues. You know, the caste system was one of them, man. If you were an immigrant, you were at the bottom. I'm sorry to say it. But that's tough.
Predicted, incarcerating the poor among the drug addicted, but not the families of the ruling class that's afflicted, cause it's a fucking caste system like corrupted Hinduism. I think you should listen. I've been through the system in prison. I've been through religion, carried the cross as a Christian, like it was anti-disestablishmentarianism until.
You see how he turned that back around with the whole religion thing? That's kind of dope. But he said, man, I've been through it all. Is RA mixed? Or is this whole like album, am I just not? Maybe RA is literally just taking perspective of anybody during this album, which that's a cool concept. That would be a dope concept. Y'all guys let me know.
Through the system in prison, I've been through religion, carried the cross as a Christian, like it was anti-disestablishmentarianism, until the seeds of despotism arrested my vision, lyricism with cynicism and syllogisms, until they bed through Albi Campos and kill me in prison. Chemtrail conditions, stem cells of Leo Strauss's philosophy, the birth of neocon policy, but I laugh at America's fear.
The birth of the neocon policy. Now he finna make me look that up. Neo Colin policy. I don't think I spelled that right at all. Okay, so basically neocolonialism is it's like the separation of foreign countries, like after World War II, which, if I'm not mistaken, the last track was taking place from, it was the perspective of his father who was in the Vietnam War. That's what y'all guys told me. I appreciate that. So he's really doing like, he's really going with this like war type of theme throughout this album is what I'm seeing. That's kind of dope.
Policy, but I laugh at America's fear of the new world order controlling the hemisphere, cause my people been living that for the past 500 years.
Intelligence, understanding, the facts they did.
Yeah, he's taking the perspective of African American or Africans or just blacks in general with this one. He was saying like, I couldn't imagine like America losing control basically. But then like he's saying, if he's talking the perspective of an immigrant, he's saying, I've been living that the past 500 years. That's tough.
To know, no governmental plan should impose its restraints against your will.
Who do we trust? Who do we trust?
The faction.
Who do we trust? Who do we trust?
Intelligence.
Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Who can I trust?
Expose crimes of the power structure, enter the fire, cause the truth is now treason to the U.S. empire. U.S. meddling in
the truth is now treason to the U.S. empire. Is he wrong? Is he wrong? I love it. I love my country, but I mean there are so many fraud things that happen in this country. There really is. Like it's wild, man. It's wild.
crimes of the power structure, enter the fire, cause the truth is now treason to the U.S. empire. U.S. meddling in almost every foreign election. See where the next drone heading, civilian dead in the Yemen wedding, barely reported because the weapons were exported from the politicians in the Pentagon.
Now he's talking about gun laws. He's talking about gun laws, talking about how firearms were ported out. This is dope. This is dope. If it looks like I'm not excited about this, I apologize, man. Like, I'm tired. Like, but I need to do these reactions for y'all. I'm really liking this, though. I really am.
In the Yemen wedding, barely reported because the weapons were exported from the politicians in the Pentagon. The Saudis bought it and the babies and the children were slaughtered. The authorization, altercation, deplorable, demoralization, obedience to authority, colonized the minority, social norms to conform to the immoral majority, white supremacy.
Oh, he was about to talk about white supremacy right there. He was saying basically, he said the kids were being slaughtered, minorities have no rights. There is a lot, man. I love how he does this flow when he's like, it's just piles of ammo, basically, that he's stacking on top of each other, like summarizing it, and then just making it work with the flow. It's like, it's actually, he's very talented. R.A. has really been impressing me, you know.
Horrible demoralization, obedience to authority, colonize the minority, social norm is to conform to the immoral majority, white superiority, secession of separatism, the terrorism of American exceptionalism. Go to plan B, be free, fuck the TV, fuck the PD, fuck a Tuskegee VD, grave plot, soldier pop, corpse rot, spin over, Monsanto weed killer, non-Hodgkin lymphoma, whistleblower, men are afraid to label the threat a traitor, executive legislator trying to suppress your behavior, intelligence.
Executive legislator trying to silence your behavior, or just silence you in general, man. That's what's wrong with it. Honestly, let's talk. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Freedom of speech is that's First Amendment, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna look this up because I'm gonna look like an idiot if I don't get this right. Freedom of speech. That's the First Amendment, right? Yeah, First Amendment. The amount of freedom that we have with speech nowadays it's decreasing every single day, man. Too many people are too sensitive about anything. Like, you say the wrong thing and the cancel culture comes in, you know? And like, there are lines, like the word, y'all know what word I'm talking about. White people cannot say that. I believe that myself, and that's why, honestly, I don't say it. I'm not white, I'm not black, but I don't say it. I don't say it. And it pains me to just see the kids I go with to school just saying it like the F word, you know? Not the gay slur, but the other one, you know? But I mean, man, like, it's just, and that's another one, like the gay slur too, man. If you say that nowadays, you really do get canceled. You really be ending your career with that, when you could say anything back in like 30 years ago. You could say any of that and no one would care. But now this world's too sensitive. But like what he was saying right here with just silencing immigrants, that's wrong, man. That's wrong, man. That's tough. I know I do these rambles, and y'all guys probably tone out when I do it. But man, it already really gets me thinking like that, man. Not a lot of rappers do that. Not for me, especially during the reactions.
Interrogator, collecting metadata, condemning the messenger and censoring the educator. CIA feed the propaganda to the television. In the next edition, the pundits preach it in repetition. Loyal to the monarchy, hereditary or elected. Fuck a royal family and fuck a president selected.
Secret society, the secret oaths. Censorship, imposed restraints.
This album was this year, right? If I'm not mistaken, this album was this year. So he literally could be talking about, like, just, like, cancel culture, really, honestly. And how no one has the right to speak their mind without people being upset and then it getting into the media like that. He could really be talking about that with this one. There was a lot he discussed in this track, honestly. I think we're literally just about to get hooked too, so that's why I'm saying all this.
Against your will.
Who do we trust? Who do we trust?
The faction.
Who do we trust? Who do we trust?
Intelligence.
Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Who can I trust? Who can I trust?
Informing and alerting the American people.
What's the cadet motto at West Point? You will not lie, cheat, or steal, or tolerate those who do. I was the CIA director. We lied, we cheated, we stole. It was like we had entire training courses.
He's getting applauded There was a video to this. Are you kidding me? Y'all let me know if y'all want to see the video. But listen, whoever's speaking right now, it has to be a comedian. He said he was some type of like military director. And he said that they were lying in their own camp. Y'all guys see, I think y'all guys can see the flaw in that.
It reminds you of the glory of the American experiment.
Wild, man. Absolutely wild. But hey, man, that's this country, man, and just whole freaking liars. I still love here because I still love America because we're given so many more opportunities in other places around the world. But man, we are real shady. Real shady, but public won't admit that. Media won't admit that. Our president won't admit that. That's all I'm gonna say, man. All I'm gonna say. I hate getting political, but that's all I'm gonna say. But let me know what y'all thought about that track. That was another one that really got me thinking. Like, and I love when tracks do that. It gives me a lot of replay value when, like, I have to go back and re-listen to it another time, you know? Because if I don't like it, I'm not gonna listen to it again. You know, so, but that was one, that was another great track. Y'all guys let me know what y'all thought about this in the comment section. Let me know what y'all guys want to see from R.A., the Rugged Man. Thank y'all so much for watching. You guys enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. We got one more R.A. reaction coming out later today, so be on the lookout for that. But other than that, thank y'all for watching. See you guys next time.